Let us talk about our Yemeni post-war reconstruction program in 7 steps. Step 1. The Political Cultural Council, the Yemeni Academy for Political Work. This is the doorway for every Yemeni politician. This council is a political college of culture within the state, set up for the renaissance of Yemen and the strengthening of officials and ministers. The council shall be accessible to all citizens. To become a member of the council, each candidate will be a member, must pass a special examination, and will have the right to obtain incomplete, fractional or associate membership. For full membership, candidates are trained theoretically and practically for 6 months. A training member will receive a monthly salary. The method of training is divided into 3 sections. Section 1. Training members of the Federal State Institutions, FSI. Each member should be considered as an individual, not just as a cog in a team. There will be discussion within the Cultural Council as a federal government regulating individual and collective futures, including the status of the President of the Republic. Section 2. Training of the Presidency of the Regions, PCT. This is a group of 5 considered as one entity. This system allows mobility between groups. Section 3. Training of heads of institutions in the region, HIR. Individuals and groups are treated as one entity, which creates group mobility as a structure for social, economic, industrial, educational, human development and other development projects within one entity. So what are the responsibilities of Presidential Council Territory, PCT? Supervising the heads of institutions in each region, HIR, government-based regional enterprise management. The governing body, PCT, in the region is a collective of 5 members, not a single individual. The management is responsible for training cadres of institutions. The management is responsible for passing and implementation of decisions. The responsibilities of heads of institutions of the region, HIR. These are responsible for the service of citizens in the region. They are also responsible for administration of local and municipal institutions. The responsibilities of President of the Republic, responsible for coordinating the institutions of the Ministries of the Federal State, FSI, responsible for the State Investment Company, Commander-in-Chief of Military Institutions. Step 2 is the legislature. Recommending decisions and assessing candidates' papers to develop the laws of the Yemeni state to consolidate its economy and social fabric. The Consultative Council for the enactment of laws from 5 councils. Each council has a specialized group concentrating on a particular field. Firstly, Consultative Council, Social Justice and Social Security Departments. Secondly, the Consultative Council for Economic Development and Human Development. Thirdly, Consultative Councils for Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries. Fourthly, Consultative Councils for the Federal State to fight corruption. Fifthly, the Consultative Council of the Military. Each of those councils will be appointed members from all relevant council presidents' council according to specialization. Judges, environmentalists from Yemeni human rights organizations, women's and childhood rights, civil society institutions, state attorneys foundation, economic and energy institutions. Step 3. Jurisdiction. Regional judicial institutions and the Federal Supreme Court include region and state chambers, Commission for Commercial Issues and Contracts, including corruption issues, Chamber of Intergovernmental Trade, Committee for Development of Justice Laws within the Judiciary, Tribal Committee, Commission for Training and Supervision to ensure the integrity of the judiciary. Step 4. the executive branch. The Supreme Federal Presidency SFP Council and PCT. It is responsible for the passing and implementation of decisions. The SFP Council has 58 members, including PCT, and 28 members from all state institutions, in a random manner, without the President of the Council, the Chairman of the meeting or administrators of the Council. Step 5. A legal council to supervise and ensure integrity. By monitoring all state institutions, civil and military judiciary, monitoring the point system of the institution and employees within state institutions. Step 6. Military institutions. These should be confined to military affairs under the auspices of SCME. The internal use is required the approval of 3 authorities: Presidential Authority, the Executive Authority Council, SFP, and the Judiciary Supreme Federal Court. Supreme Council of the Military Establishment, the SCME. This includes all the leadership and staff of the military in a single council discussion for the construction and development of the internal military establishment. Step 7. Electoral institution. Full elections with both executive and administrative authorities, the election of the state president with his blocks FSI, the Presidential Council Territory blocks PCT, and the heads of institutions of the Regions Party, HIR. Here, the financial and property assets of each official from PCT, FSI, and HIR are disclosed every 5 years. The party or blocks begin to govern for a period of 5 years, and in the event of any problems due to the corruptions or demonstrations, elimination of the party or the blocks through jurisdiction Federal Supreme Court. We want to build a state of active institutions for the benefit of future generations, further the unity and dignity of Yemen, and protect the nation from corruption and futile wars. Yemen is bigger than all of us. Finally, in a war-ravaged land, to consolidate peace and make a memorial for future generations. Families of martyrs are to be financially and socially supported. Martyrs will be named and honoured for the sake of future generations. Fruit trees will bear the names of martyrs in all streets of Yemeni cities. Martyrs' names will also be commemorated on park benches and in public gardens. There will be an ongoing charity to support public places. Now let's talk about Yemen's 6 territories and 16 regional administrative capitals. Each city has sovereign ministry of the government. Aden Territory. Aden, duty-free city. Commercial capital, centre for the Ministry of Commerce and the Central Bank plus the Ministry of Finance. Large, capital of arts activities, centre for Ministry of Information. Zanzibar, Arab capital, the Ministry of Defence plus Ministry of Industry. Azal Territory, Sana'a, heritage capital, the Ministries of Electricity and Water, heritage plus local industry. Omran, capital of beauty, holds the ministries of municipalities and rural affairs. Saada, capital of the mountain region, centre for the Ministry of Planning and Development. Sabah Territory. Marib, the political capital of the state of Yemen. It has the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, Coordination, General Intelligence, the state headquarters. Al-Juf, the capital of Al-Sarrah, the Ministry of Oil, Gas and Agriculture. June Territory. Taiz, capital of Al-Nur. It has ministries of education and curriculum development, health, energy and technology. Ab, capital of the Cloud, Ministry of Tourism. Tihama Territory. Hodeidah, capital of the Red Sea coast, centre for the Ministry of Ports, also the Ministry of Works and Development. Hadramut Territory. Mukalla, capital of culture, the Ministry of Culture and the Ministry of Fisheries. Siyun, capital of history, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and the National Museum of Yemen. Shabu, capital of Al-Fursan, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Social Affairs. Mahra, capital of forests, Ministry of Environment, Plant Development and Livestock. Suktara, capital of the Imagination, Ministry of Justice. All ministries and state institutions will have their branches in regional capitals in a government complex, in addition to a government centre to coordinate ministries and state institutions in the federal capital.